So we have some news here that allows us to shine a light on a horrific practice that still goes on in the U.S. Raw Story explains, civil asset forfeiture has become increasingly controversial in recent years as we've seen several stories of law enforcement officials abusing their authority to seize suspects' property that they allege was involved in a crime. South Carolina news station WYFF-4 reports that police departments in the state have raked in an estimated $22.7 million in property seizures over the last 5 years alone. A group called the Institute for Justice who tracks this gives South Carolina a grade of D- on the issue. And here's the most amazing part. Quote, a person does not need to be charged or even convicted of a crime to lose their property. You can be acquitted of a charge in criminal court, but still lose your property through civil forfeiture. Guys, this is a situation where we have legalized robbery if the people doing the robbery are police officers. That's what this is. So they can go around, they can seize your property. I think this is involved in a crime. What? It's not. What are you talking about? It's not involved in a crime? I disagree. And now you have no recourse to get it back. Even if you're not charged with a crime and you're not convicted, we still get to keep it. What the fuck is that? So understand, this is just one example from South Carolina. We've covered stories before of police departments throughout the country. There are some that, we bought a new margarita making machine. We bought a new coffee machine. We built a new wing on our department. All through funds that were seized with civil asset forfeiture. This is fucking crazy. I've been using this reference too often recently, but we've codified into the system Alonzo from Training Day and his philosophy. The idea of you can't be a sheep to catch a wolf. You got to be a wolf to catch a wolf. So therefore, when I'm a bad guy, it doesn't count because I have the badge, so I'm a good guy by definition. So when I do the exact same things and copy the tactics of the bad guys, I'm still a good guy. No, you're not, and that mental gymnastics wasn't even remotely convincing. So no, if you're an officer, you shouldn't be allowed to do civil asset forfeiture, which is a glorified way of saying robbery, and say, it's okay, don't worry, no, it's cool, I have a badge. I don't give a fuck about your badge. You could shove it up your ass. You just took somebody's money. You just took somebody's property. And understand, man, what allows this to persist? The fucking drug war is the main culprit. If we just end the drug war, and at the very least decriminalize drugs, but we actually should just legalize, tax, and regulate drugs. But if we just ended the drug war, do you understand, more than 50% of the reason why many police departments basically occupy poor communities, it would be gone. You can't justify it anymore. What are you going to do? You're going to sit there? No, if your job is to just go after violent fucking criminals, well then I would guess that, there'd be much less tension between the community and police officers. Basically, what do you mean? These are the guys that show up when there's a fucking assault or a murder. Yeah, we want them here to protect us, of course. But when they're there and half the fucking time they're just harassing you because you got a little weed on you, well, then they become the enemy, of course. And then when they jack your property and your money and go, it's cool, I have a badge, well, then obviously you're going to set up a situation where the people and the police department clash. So this has got to stop, and it's got to stop now. End civil asset forfeiture.